Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how are you doing? So in today's ASMR map video on the United States of America, as usual in this series, I'm going to choose a couple of places, a complete random, or ones that are in my mind because I've read your comments from the previous video. And we're going to take a look at them in closer detail. How's that sound? I usually aim for about 3. I'm definitely going to start off looking at the Carolinas today because I've had lots of requests for those. You know who you are. I do read your comments. And if you also want somewhere desperately to be featured in this video series, this ASMR map video series, then get writing a comment right now. Okay, so I want to look at, well, I really want to look at quite a few places in this area, and the comments didn't specify North or South Carolina, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. I've definitely looked at Wilmington before because one of my bestest friends lives there, and I do plan on visiting her at some point. We'll take a little look at it. Shell Island, Wrightsville Beach, Crystal Pier. Ooh, let's start Crystal Pier. Sounds nice. Ooh, pretty. But I'm gonna try and get through as many places as I can. That does mean that I'm just going to fly through. Now, forgive me for mentioning this, or perhaps getting it wrong. Is this where Dawson's Creek was filmed? Because I can't remember. I think it was something like... Let me turn the volume up on. The video nearly woke everyone up. I can't remember if it's where she lives or where she went to university in the state that it was filmed. That's a pretty picture. So that's the beachfront in Wilmington, the Crystal Pier. Osprey Point. That's nice. Ospreys are the sort of animal of where I grew up in Swansea, and the local rugby team are called the Ospreys. I nearly said that an osprey was the spirit animal of Swansea, but that's not the case. So pretty. That is lovely. That was the New Hanover County. I can't say that. I know it means like a place where trees are grown. Arboretum. Arboretum? I don't know what the stress is. Bradley Creek Marina. I'm a sucker for a marina or a place of water. I mean, it's not like me to have mentioned that like 4 million times or anything, but I think I might have. I'm a lover of the seaside. So nice. I'm in no way taking a good proper look at these places, which is just a flyby, because I want to get through as many places as possible. But that does also mean that I can come back, because I definitely haven't seen enough. Lumberton, Fayetteville. Not to be confused with Lafayette, I suppose. Airborne and Special Operations Museum Foundation. Ooh, wow. That's impressive. When it loads up. Wow, look at that. Oh, I see, it's a parachute and a parachuter, right? I couldn't work out what the thing was at first sight. really like museums, even war museums. I mean, war is evil, right? But if you, oh gosh, constant vigilance, the bond between a SOF handler and his canine is eternal, trusting each other. It's a nameless language. Here we honour our SOF canines that have paid the ultimate price. Oh god, don't get me going. As I was saying, war museums, at least you learn from mistakes of the past. It's important to not glorify them, but honour things that have happened. The historic Arsenal grounds sounds interesting. Not much that I can see there. And Fort Liberty. Then another war museum. I've got two in the same video. And where else was over here that I wanted to see? Charlotte. And some stadia here. Charlotte FC must be one of them. Bank of America Stadium. Oh, that's American football. Carolina Panthers. Quite a large structure. If you also follow my football channel, then you'll know that I love a big stadium. In fact, I think it is being used. If I remember correctly, I did a video on American stadiums for the MLS. I think this is being used by Charlotte FC at the second because I recognise the view of the skyscrapers in the background. Baseball. And Spectrum Centre was this. Concert venue and home of the NBA Bobcats. Nice. There's one shiny floor. Oh, cool. Okay. Let's very quickly jump and make sure that we've had a look at some places in South Carolina as well. So Columbia's there, Myrtle Beach, I've done in a previous video, I'm sure. Charleston. Simply for the name of the dance, let's go to Charleston. The Battery. Landmark, defensive seawall and promenade, lined by stately antebellum homes and historical monuments. It's nice. Oh gosh, I love the architecture of these colonial buildings. Oh my goodness, these are beautiful. And I wonder sometimes because of the because we have this perceived understanding that houses are much cheaper in the US than they are in the UK. I'm not kidding, this would be £1 million in the UK. I just wonder, that would be, depending on where it was, if it was in Wales or Scotland it would be like 500,000, £500,000. If it were in the east of England, anywhere near London or Cambridge, Oxford, it would be like nearly 1,700,000, that sort of thing. to let me know if that is a similar case in the US, because I kind of feel it isn't. But that might be an old-fashioned idea. Let's do one more from Charleston. Hampton Park looks pretty. Columbus Street Terminal, Drum Island, a couple of cemeteries. Stanley Chisholm Park. And then we've got more cemeteries. Okay, I think I'll duck out and continue. Now I've got to be careful because I'm close to a border here. Okay, Augusta is in Georgia. Greenville, Myrtle Beach, Wilmington, Charlotte, Durham, Greensboro. It's got a Greenville then. Seems that's seems like one of the Spartanburg. I love it. The Children's Museum of the Upstate. Like a cool playground. Upcountry History Museum. Peace Center Concert Hall. Let's go to the History Museum. Wow. Some little piggies. That's a very cool section. Told you before, I always get in trouble when I go to museums because I touch things. I'm terrible, I just walk through. I just want to say to these, say don't touch or don't ride, please do not climb on the pigs. I'd have to touch them though. It's part of like the sensation, I can't help myself. Someone pointed out to me when I go clothes shopping, which isn't very often these days. When I was in university though, I used to like touch the clothes I walked through the shop. I kind of have this obsession with the sort of tactile side of things, I guess. Okay, see if we can do the Bond School and Wellness Area. Pettigrew Historic District. Ooh, beautiful houses, look at these. You do have some absolutely beautiful homes in the States. Yeah, reminders there it used to be farther south. Okay, let's go west. I don't want to do a whole video in the east. I should say south really, technically southeast. Let's go over to, shall we do, let's do California then, shall we? Have I ever looked at Sacramento on these videos? I don't think I have. Usually everyone thinks of, Los Angeles and places like that. California State Capitol Museum. Oh my goodness, what a building. Wow, that is a grand old building, isn't it? talk about pomp and ceremony. So the bear is on the Californian state flag, isn't it? Wow, that is a stunning, stunning, stunning building. Okay, and where else? Oh wow, it's in like a sort of garden area as well. Let's take a look at that. California State Capitol Park. Ooh, interesting. War memorials. Bell. Plaza de California, next to the Treasurer's office. I see it's the one just in front of the big building. Gotcha. Haven't looked at any churches today yet. Oh, let's look at this one. Cathedral of the Blessed Sacrament. So in the UK, to be considered a city, you have to have a cathedral. So there are some very large towns that, because they don't have a cathedral, they're not officially a city. And there are some cities which are tiny, but because they happen to have a cathedral, they are classed as a city. It's a very odd thing. But I think the rules are sort of swayable, because Wrexham became a city in the Queen's Jubilee a couple of years ago, before she passed away. And she declared a new city in each of the 4 countries of the UK. One in Northern Ireland, one in Wales, Scotland and England. And Wrexham was our pick. It lost out narrowly to Newport it's probably about 20 years ago now, so it's been on the cards for a while. But I'm not sure if it's got a cathedral or not. That's amazing. Sacramento's really nice, isn't it? Is it as busy as the other Californian cities though? It's quite a big city. Should we go to San Jose? You can see it's sprawling, can't you? Happy Hollow Park and Zoo. I love a good park and zoo. Or zoo. Let's take a look at this. Point Forest. Happy Hollow Park and Zoo. Looks like a fun place to take the kids. Wouldn't want to put them in there though. Some wild bull. Oh, he's not dangerous. Lemurs. Parrots. Welsh dragon. Butterfly garden. So we've got some stadiums here. Spartan Stadium. Spartan Tennis Court. Spartan Golf Complex. Excite Ballpark. And then lots of commercial areas. Spartan Keys, okay. Sky Zone Trampoline Park. Oh, I'd have loved all this stuff when I was a kid. Never had it in Swansea growing up. Trampolines and climbing walls. Meridian Petro, Buena Vista. Great. Okay. Sprawling metropolis, isn't it? I've just spotted this Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum just before we finish. Love the aesthetic. That's amazing. I'm fascinated by Egyptian culture. Wow. Is that a mummified monkey? I watched a program on, I don't know, National Geographic or Discovery, whatever. Fascinating. That's awesome. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your upcoming comments about places you would like to see in the next video in this series. I'm open to all suggestions. And if you're watching from outside the States and you want to see a particular country for that series, then go ahead and request that as well. I noticed the Poland video that I did recently was extremely popular, one of my most popular videos ever, so cześć, witaj to all my Polish viewers. I probably will do a second part of that very soon for you guys. Where else would you like to see me do? Okay, thank you so much, and big thank you to all of you who also support me on Patreon. If you want to join them, info in the box below. Okay, press like.